All right, good day, scholars. Today, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be trying to figure out what we understand in regards to creating an application in MIT App Inventor. So, our goal, right, by the end of the year is to have an application that your business team creates from your own head. And in order to do that successfully, we need to make sure we know specifically how to do that. Before we even come up with any ideas for applications, though, we need to make sure we understand what we know how to do and what we can do successfully in MIT App Inventor. To do that, we're going to create a thinking map, specifically a tree map, that will outline everything we know how to do or everything we've learned. Okay. So, what you're going to do is you're going to go to Map Builder and you're going to build a map. Yours might look different than this. I'm on a teacher version here, so I don't know what yours looks like really. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to we're gonna rename it obviously. So MIT, oopsie, I'm gonna rename it from exercise to MIT. If this would work, that'd be cool. App Inventor Solutions. Okay, and I'm not gonna describe nothing right now. It'll become apparent what we're doing in a second. So I should have put an S on that. Whatever. Tree map. Boom. Here's what we're gonna do, and I'm gonna name it. Um, Stuff I know how to use in MIT App Inventor. Okay, and I'm gonna make that a little bit larger. Enter. Go. There it is. And I'm gonna add some subcategories. And the number of subcategories, I haven't really counted yet. Each one of these is gonna be an app that we created, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the modules. And if you go to the modules under Startup Tech here, you'll see each one of these is named something different, right? So we have I Have a Dream application, that's one of them. Soundboard, painting, mole mash, Pong, map tour, Pirates Gold, calculator, and the quiz application. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through and put those in there. So I Have a Dream, soundboard, painting. Let's do that. I'm gonna make the first one. I Have a Dream app. Soundboard app. Painting app. And I'm going to go through all of these. What was the next one? Mole Mash, Pong, Map Tour, Mole Mash app, Map Tour app. I'm going to add some more. How many more do I need? Here's where I need to be. I was on Map Tour, Pirates Gold, Calculator, Quiz. So I need one more. Here we go. Pirates Gold app. I forgot it already. Oh my gosh. Calculator, Quiz. Calculator app, and quiz app. And under each of these, we need to list off what components we've learned how to use specifically in that application. Now, I'm not talking about like small things like buttons or whatever. I'm talking about like primary components. So in the I Have a Dream application, right, I'm going to open it up in this module, right? Because if you don't remember, you have to look it up, right? And we're going to figure out what exactly did this application do. Okay, so if you don't remember, right, you could watch the videos, you could read about it. I have all this stuff here. I have an example, all that fun stuff. It's also in your portfolio, which we haven't done for quite a while, but we'll get back to that later. In the I Have a Dream app, we learned how to play specific audio files. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the I Have a Dream app, and I'm going to add just a couple subcategories, at least for each of these. Wait, you know what? Subcategory might not work. Whatever this is called, details. So play audio files. We learn how to play audio files. Activate with buttons is another thing we learned how to use, right? So this is the first app we did, so it's pretty simple, okay? And if you can glean even more from that about what we learned how to do in this, right? But basically we learned how to play audio files, start and stop, right? I'm gonna add that on there. I'm going to put play audio files, start, stop, right? And activate with button. Great. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to go to the next module and I'm going to look up and see what did this app do, right? Here's a soundboard application, right? So it can play six sound files, and there was a checkbox, right? So I'm going to put that in there. So in the soundboard app, play multiple sound files. I'm going to add another detail. Use a checkbox to change the audio files, what we did with that one, right? We'll go to the next one. So I'm going to close that one. Painting app. So in the painting app, right, we learned how to use a canvas to draw a circle and a line. Let's do that one first. Use a canvas to allow the user to draw a circle and a line. What else did we learn? We learned a lot about this one, right? So we learned how to use a spinner to select colors. We learned how to use a line width slider. I'm going to add both of those. Use a spinner to allow user to change select color. What else did we do? Oops, that's not what I wanted. Used a slider to allow the user to change the line width. All right, and I could even add more to that probably, right? There's a background selector I would add in there, the camera extension if you got that far with all that kind of stuff. All right, even if you didn't finish the app, what you need to do for each of these, okay, is go through them and find them, right? You might have to look through multiple ones here in the modules and outline what specific components did we use and what did it allow the user to do, all right? That's all we're starting with right, for right now. Because if we can do this successfully, we can then identify what exactly we know how to create in order to create more applications, okay? So for the beginning of this, we're gonna add on to this, maybe just make a second map to go along with it. But for right now, all you're doing is going through all the apps we made and listing off what exactly we've learned from that application, all right? And you're gonna have to use the modules in order to find that information.